In the day's other headlines, a man started shooting at a medical building in Midtown Atlanta this afternoon, killing one person and injuring four. All of the victims were women. Police said the 24-year-old gunman remained at large this evening. Officers swarmed the scene and shut down traffic in the busy commercial area. A shelter-in-place advisory was lifted several hours later. There is no word on the possible motive. Police in Texas have arrested two people for allegedly helping a mass shooter elude a manhunt after he killed five neighbors. Francisco Oropeza's wife and a friend were jailed overnight. Oropeza himself was captured hours earlier north of Houston. The announcement brought an end to a 4-day search.
Bottom line is, we now have this man in custody. He was caught hiding in a closet underneath some laundry.
Oropeza was charged today with 5 counts of first-degree murder. Investigators in Oklahoma now say a convicted rapist fatally shot 6 people, then took his own life. The bodies were found Monday at a home near the town of Henrietta, about 90 miles east of Oklahoma City. Police said today that Jesse McFadden killed his wife and 5 teenagers, then himself. He was facing trial again, this time on charges of soliciting images of child sex abuse. In Serbia, a 13-year-old boy shot dead 8 of his fellow students and a guard at a school in Belgrade today. Police arrested the shooter after he called them when the attack ended. They said he planned it for a month, but they offered no motive. Though guns are widely available in the region after the Balkan Wars of the 1990s, mass shootings are exceedingly rare. A court in Belarus has convicted a dissident journalist whose arrest sparked international outrage 2 years ago. Raman Pratasevich was living in exile when Belarusian officials used a bomb hoax to divert his commercial flight to Minsk. Today, he was sentenced to 8 years in prison on charges of inciting riots and plotting a coup. His messaging channel had been used to coordinate protests. The military rulers in Myanmar began releasing more than 2,100 political prisoners today. The regime said they're being freed as a humanitarian gesture on the most important Buddhist holy day of the year and reunited with their families. Thousands of other political prisoners remain in jail. The UN's humanitarian chief is appealing to the warring factions in Sudan to let humanitarian agencies work in safety. Martin Griffiths visited Port Sudan today, where thousands of refugees are camped. He told a video news conference that the situation is desperate.
We need access, we need airlift, we need supplies that don't get looted. World Food Programme today, James informed me, 6 trucks of theirs, which were going to Darfur, were looted en route, despite assurances of safety and security. So it's a volatile environment. So we need those commitments.
The fighting in Sudan has killed at least 550 people and forced hundreds of thousands to flee. Authorities in Rwanda say at least 129 people are dead in a flood disaster, and they warn it will get worse. Torrential rain struck the western and northern parts of the country last week and also affected neighboring Uganda. The downpour sent streams flowing down roads and drenched people's homes. Officials say mudslides have hampered rescue efforts. For the second time in less than a week, Iran has seized an oil tanker in Persian Gulf waters. Video from a U.S. Navy drone today showed Iranian high-speed boats surrounding the Panama-flagged ship in the Strait of Hormuz. That follows reports that U.S. authorities ordered the recent seizure of a ship carrying Iranian oil off Southeast Asia. Back in this country, the CDC reports the rate of overdose deaths linked to fentanyl more than tripled over 5 years. New numbers show the rate for every 100,000 people jumped from 5.7 deaths in 2016 to more than 21 in 2021. Deaths from heroin and oxycodone fell marginally during that same period. The Federal Trade Commission accused Facebook today of failing to protect children's privacy. The agency charged that the social media giant has violated a 2020 order and put users of the Messenger Kids app at risk. It proposed a ban on Facebook profiting from data on minors. The company called the announcement, quote, a political stunt. And on Wall Street, stocks lost ground amid doubts that inflation will let the Federal Reserve begin lowering interest rates this year. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 270 points to close at 33,414. The Nasdaq fell 55 points. The S&P 500 slipped nearly 29. And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has announced its class of 2023. Missy Elliott made history today as the first female hip-hop artist to be inducted. She's joined by Willie Nelson, Sheryl Crow, and the late George Michael. The induction ceremony will be November 3rd in New York. Still to come on the NewsHour, communities on the U.S.-Mexico border prepare for the end of a COVID-era immigration rule. The families of Americans detained abroad criticize the Biden administration. An art historian brings attention to women who've been overlooked, plus much more.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.